Cat wants to be in the video.
It'd be all right. All right, I'm going to stand up just because I got to do the introduction. So, all right, for everybody that's joining us now that has never watched us before, this is Randy. This is John. I'm Dave, and our special guest tonight is my boy Seth.
I hear it.
He's wearing my kilt. Mm-hmm. So, we are Dim Wit Movie Reviews and More. And for everybody that's joining us again, I'm glad there's some people that are sick and twisted just as much as we are and like to have a little bit of fun and... Twisted? Yeah. And Twisted Tea. And for everybody that's seen us before and tuned back in again... Wait, I already said that. Never mind. For people that are joining us for the first time, just fair warning, what you're about to see cannot be unseen, so you never know what's going to happen. All right. Why don't you guys stand up? Randy, stand up and tell people a little bit about yourself and what you do. Or
I can't stand. I'm too damn lazy.
All right, well, sit there and say something. Let the people know a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the founder of Tappa Paranormal. Dave's one of my investigators. John, he's my buddy.
Oh, baby.
Basically, that's what we do. We do that. We do a talk show, me and Dave do, for Tappa Paranormal. Sometimes we hang out with John. He comes over once in a while for those, too, like we help him out with this. Basically, I'm just average guy.
Okay. Let us know something that nobody else knows about you. Is there something about you that nobody else knows?
Yes.
You got to say it loud enough so everybody can hear it, though.
My feet are big.
He's a relation to Bigfoot, apparently. All right.
What side?
He's a descendant of Sasquatch. All right, John. What about you?
He's my cousin.
I would have led with that.
There ain't a whole lot to tell. Obviously, I probably watch more movies than I should, but other than that, there's not a whole lot to tell.
Got to enunciate a little bit more.
We call him
to the back of the room.
His real name is Mr. Silent.
Silent.
John speaks softly and carries a big stick. Well, whatever stick he can pick up off the ground. But,
I have to pick it up off the ground or drag.
Right? How many? Well, let's do this. How many movies do you own that you know of?
Just over 3,000.
Over 3,000 movies. How many of those 3,000 movies have you actually watched?
Probably the majority of them.
But not all of them?
Not all of them. I'm actually going through and...
I don't know if I'd admit that. But...
So that way I'm all caught up with everything.
You originally started going through them from A to Z, starting at A, and then... That's a long list.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as far as me, my name's Dave. Like Randy said, I am a member of Tappa Paranormal. As a side job for a time being, you guys want to know something a little bit not everybody knows.
Look, we got a few
moonlighted a brief time as a lingerie model. I went by the alias Harry Crack. And the last shoot I did was for the Husky, with the Husky Caveman. I had this nice little thong number on. It was like a pleather rabbit skin combination thing. But as soon as I disrobed and getting ready for the camera shoot, the cameraman kept like he was. He must have been sick or something, because he was trying to, he was almost gagging, like he was trying to get sick. I don't understand.
Oh Lord.
But they let me go. They said they couldn't use any of it because apparently for some reason I had the thong on backwards. I didn't realize it. It felt good to me. I mean, it was.
They
good.
evidently were lying to you.
They never called me back.
The only thing I can think of he was gagging for is what he was imagining, because I got a copy of that episode.
Right. I sent you that. Yeah. I'm like YouTube famous or something. I don't know. But no, seriously though. This is my boy, and I have traumatized him several times.
Yeah.
More so right now.
Just a bit.
That's why you
All
feel
right.
red for us, huh?
All right, Seth.
Hi,
say
my name is Seth. I'm an up-and-coming blacksmith, hoping to be at least. I play a lot of guitar. I don't
Okay.
really do a lot, but
Why don't you tell everybody what the movie is that we're reviewing tonight?
tonight we are reviewing the movie Christine.
What are your thoughts about Christine?
Today,
The
tonight
movie,
was-
not your girlfriend.
Oh, well,
Wait, that's not your girlfriend, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
depends on
Never
which
mind.
one you're talking about.
Oh, you're digging your own grave, buddy.
No, I thought it was pretty good for the first time watching it. I'm a lover of cars and automobiles, and I thought that the car they chose for the role in the movie was actually pretty decent choice.
Right on.
Because in a lot of the scenes that they shoot in the lighting, the red of the car, you see it more than the background, so it really catches your
It
eye.
just kind of pops out there.
And also when with your eyes, the first color you see out of your eyes is red. So that's why a lot of things in marketing are red, is so it catches your attention.
Boy, you're full of useless information, ain't you? I
Almost
knew there was a reason we had you in here.
like Canboy.
Yeah.
I ain't Camboy. I gotta find me a new-
Speaking of which, we lost Canboy tonight. Where's he
Yeah, I
at?
don't know. He normally comes down. I guess he's watching my video
Maybe he's
on
stuck
YouTube.
in the can.
It could be. All right. So we heard Seth's opinion of the movie, his overall opinion. What about you guys? What do you think?
I love the movie. I just absolutely love it. Of course,
Well, I
when we
know.
was watching it, you guys looked at me and said, "You hadn't watched it a few times, have you?" Because I'm sitting there reciting as it's playing.
Randy can say that movie verbatim from front to back and forth and sideways. Now I know why my wife doesn't like watching Monty Python with me. So
I know it was hard for me to restrain doing the.
he ain't got restraint. Yeah.
I know, but I was over here like.
What do you think of it there, John?
I like it. I think if they would have had any other car than the car that they had, and it would have been a completely different movie, and it wouldn't have done as well as it did.
And the reason they chose that car, that Stephen King chose that car, because it was a forgotten car. His words.
Which we should probably say the movie's based off of a Stephen King
Right.
novel, in case
Well,
nobody knows.
Unless you were hit in the head with a rock, you don't, I think everybody knows it was a Stephen King movie.
I think he died there, John.
Yeah, I
They
don't know what
did.
happened.
And what I found out, I did a little bit of research on the movie and stuff. What I found out, they actually started production of the movie before the book was actually finished, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, forgive the background noise because this is the first nice day we've had in Ohio, since we've been under quarantine. So everybody's kind of out and about, and there'll probably be a lot more motorcycles going up and down the road.
I think I
And the dairy bar just opened up across the street, and there's like 100 head of people over there. So,
A good place to eat too.
oh yeah, dairy bar. If you get a chance to go
Steve
in
is
Mifflin,
awesome.
go to the dairy bar.
They're on my
Excellent.
ham and cheese subs are awesome.
Hey, we got a few people who's actually put some comments up there. Hey, what's up? Hi, Pam. Hi, Joe. Lisa.
Hey guys.
I take it Pam really liked your little introduction about yourself.
No, did she?
Oh, yeah, she got the oh my God, LOL.
That is all not true. That's just something I
He's
made up.
lying.
Yeah, well,
Me and John's got the video.
you can't prove it.
Oh, wait a minute,
No,
let me
but-
show you on my phone.
Leak the floor.
I liked Christine. It was a real good movie. It's not particularly really scary, but it had a lot of suspense to it.
It's more of a suspense
Yeah.
than it is a horror movie. It's basically a horror suspense movie.
And the car, it was awesome, which made it even better, I think.
Yeah, that was the perfect car for
Yeah.
this movie. If they would have used any other car, that movie I don't think would have made it.
Right. Now, do you know of any other cars in real life that were actually possessed or haunted or cursed? Do you know of any cars?
Yeah. I told you the one time.
That's why I asked the question.
I forgot.
I know of one,
No, I can't think
and
of.
it's a real famous one.
I don't remember what it was called. It was something bastard. I don't.
Yep, and that's the same one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It was James Dean's
Oh, James Dean car? Yeah.
Porsche
Yeah.
Spider. He wrecked it, and that's the one he died in. And somebody got a hold of it after he wrecked it and sold the motor and trainee to a couple doctors who also raced, and they got into a wreck during the race. The one doctor died, the other one was hospitalized. He was hit there really bad, but supposedly that car was extremely cursed. At one time, I think there was like a $150,000 reward for anybody that knew where that car was, because it disappeared for a while.
Right.
I guess somebody along the line somewhere walled it up in a garage somewhere, backed it into a near wall, and just built another wall in front of it. And it wasn't until years later till they found it. I could have my facts a little bit wrong, but yeah. But do you know of that? I mean, is that a common thing, or?
No, but there is one other car that I've heard of that's basically the same thing like James Dean's car, and that was Sheriff Buford. What was his name? Movie Walking Tall. Buford Pusser.
Buford Pusser?
And, you know, he was actual sheriff, McNairy
Yeah.
County. Well, he wrecked his Corvette and died in his Corvette. Well, they sold pieces of his Corvette.
The white Corvette?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And people who bought parts that was off that wrecked one, they had mishaps.
Yeah.
But now the car is sitting in his actual home, which got turned into a museum, and the car is in the museum now.
Okay. What do you think, John? Now, see, John has actually owned a Christine car, which is pretty crazy. What happened with that? Was your car cursed?
No,
No?
no, I just
It was just a money pit?
no, well, not really. I don't guess. I mean, it needed a lot of work, but I was pretty young. I didn't have a garage to keep it in to work on it, so I was like, well, you know, I'll get rid of it, and
Yeah, I jumped.
so I mean,
Sorry.
I wish I would have kept it, but
Yeah.
you know, hindsight.
Sure. Got a little excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phew. I lost it. I couldn't help it. Probably why I got fired. But, yeah.
But what was your guys' favorite part of the movie?
I think for me is when Christine's rolling down the road on fire. Because when the movie was shot, there's no CGI. When you
Right.
see that car on fire, that car's on fire. And somebody had to drive it. I mean, just the whole thing with them having to pull that off was crazy. You know, and somebody's having to drive this car while it's on fire. With the blacked out windows, couldn't see where the hell they were going. You know.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, John?
John?
I like the part where when he first realizes that the car can fix itself, he's all like, goes through the whole thing of the car repairing itself without.
Right. Now, would that freak you out? I mean, other than exciting you because you don't got to put the money in to fix it up. That's just the old people with me, you know.
Right.
But you see a car just regenerating itself. I mean, wouldn't that freak you out a little bit?
I think I'd be more intrigued than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be scared.
Well, you're not afraid of nothing, Randy. What about you?
I think my favorite part is around your favorite part when he hit the other guy's car through the garage.
Just pushed it through there?
Yeah,
The amount of horsepower it would take to do
Yeah.
something like that?
and also with I think they did use the original tires that were to that car.
More likely.
What I don't understand is how they had enough grip to push that car when it was sideways. And not only that, but twice.
Yeah. And another car, they did that little, I don't know what it was, that little car there towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just kind of threw it across the shop.
Oh yeah.
I've got a question.
Yes.
This is, how many reviews have we done now?
This is number 6.
It's number 6?
Number
This is our
6.
6th review. And all of our 6 reviews, we are always sitting in the same spot.
No, I'm not. I was over here.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah, you had a screw up
and me. I think I want to sit in Randy's chair. Come here, Randy. I want to sit in your chair. Oh, excuse me. Hey.
I want to sit on John. Uh-oh.
I'm going to sit in
That's gonna be
Randy's
crazy.
chair
Oh yeah.
just to change things up a little bit. Wow, this feels weird.
Different chair.
That's a director's chair. That's why.
Right?
This feels
For
weird.
6 movies, we all sat in the same chair. John, you didn't move.
I like where I'm sitting.
Okay, yeah, between 2 sexy pieces of man meat.
Yeah, I'm a John sandwich.
Okay, we may have put a warning on this video.
Well, can't do that. Mine's live.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Too late.
It's already out there.
So what all are your thoughts, what didn't you like about the movie? What was the worst part about the movie?
I think what I didn't like is the knife they used when guy was getting bullied in the shop. I mean, it's a switchblade. It's really iconic, like even now.
Right?
But with a switchblade, I don't think it could have been the best choice. I think there could have been another one.
Well,
Because
it's easily
the-
concealable. You don't have the...
I know, but I feel like they could have chose something that fit the character a lot better. I mean, by means, it did fit the character.
It did
but,
fit him.
But
John.
it's overused, and I believe they could have done a lot better.
Thank you, sir.
But that's just my opinion.
The only spot I didn't like in the movie is when Christine came back in after being on fire and stuff, and Mr. Darnell went over to check the car, and Christine killed him. That's the only part I did not like.
Yeah,
that movie.
that's... yeah.
And
You
the
were
only thing,
saying that
the
while
only
we were watching
logical
it.
thing I can think of is why the car killed him is because to make it look like he was the one out driving instead of Arnie driving the car.
Because they found him in the car, right?
Found him in the
Boy
car
showed
dead.
up.
And our favorite man, Can Boy. He could have been sitting in on our review with us tonight.
Yeah,
You messing with what between your legs? Oh, brake lights. Brake lights between your legs?
Lines.
Oh, you got a line between here?
You need to turn your hearing aids up, old man.
so for anyway, back to the review.
I was messing with him.
You're messing.
And our,
for me,
our
I
poor
guess-
camera ladies over there like, oh my God, what are these guys doing tonight?
And she's shaking her
Well,
head.
it's gotta edit it.
Oh boy.
What about you, John? What would be part you didn't like in the movie?
At the very,
There were no eyeballs in it. So.
I know, but at the very beginning, when the cars are coming down the assembly line, when they're supposedly making Christine, there's all the Furies in line, and they're all white or pearl or whatever color they were, except for Christine. She's the only red one in the line.
Yeah.
And
It's probably just to make her stand
Now,
out.
see, I caught something that you guys didn't catch with that part.
What are you gonna tell us?
Christine and the first 2 white ones were Furies. The other ones were Belvedere's and Valiants.
really,
That's
Yep.
because you're a car guy. They all look the same to me.
But yeah, they looked really close. The only thing that was different on, they showed the front ends. All the front ends were exactly the same, just the taillights were different on them. Now, see, that's one thing. They left it open at the end to make a sequel.
Right. And
But-
they did. Or they had works to make a sequel.
They had works to make a sequel, but I'm glad they didn't because I don't think they can't top this.
No, yeah.
There's no way of topping this. Not to bring that car back. It would ruin the whole movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that may be the reason they didn't.
I mean, I know the car fixed itself, but once it's in the block after they've crushed it, I think there's not much coming back.
Well, the
No.
theory is that the car has to be in motion in order to regenerate.
Well,
And it has to be loved in order to regenerate.
first time it
So who's going to love a block?
I know, but the first time it
Well,
repaired itself,
Roll it
was
down a hill.
sitting.
Yeah.
First time it repaired itself, when the dude said, "Show me," it was sitting in
Right.
the shop.
It wasn't-
Because he showed the car affection.
Okay.
He showed the car that he really cared about the car. So the car, in turn, started to
itself,
repair
yeah.
itself. For me, the part that I didn't like, that I didn't care about, was like the opening scene where all the cars there on the assembly line. They could have done without that whole thing.
Pam wants to know if you feel better changing chairs.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I feel
My phone doesn't
uncomfortable.
ride up on me too much. So, all right. So what would you all give this movie? 1 to 10, 10 being best, 1 being monster, the worst movie you ever watched, which is the worst movie I ever watched. Okay, Seth, you're the guest. We'll go with you first.
I don't know.
What would you rate it?
I don't know.
If you had to throw a number out there, would you watch it again?
Yes, I would definitely watch it again.
Just for the cars?
Not just for the cars, but the movie storyline and the whole movie itself is, I think it's interesting. And I'd like to watch it again because I think there's a lot more things that I didn't see this time that I can see the next time. A lot more things I could pick out. I like movies that I can watch again and find new things in.
Okay. Randy, what do you think?
100.
Okay, Randy loves this movie apparently. And definitely, you're obviously going to watch it again. Would recommend it with.
This is actually probably my 50th time watching this movie.
So a bit on the low side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizard of Oz, I've got like 72 times. Willy Wonka, like 60 times. Halloween, probably 105 times.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
Hey, every time it's on, I watch them.
There you go.
He's like ancient, man.
Yeah, I remember I'm the old fart here.
He was around when the dinosaurs were roaming.
Right? I don't know how they got the movies up on the screen though. With short little hands. They
Yeah, because I think I was graduating high school when John was born.
Probably. Probably before I was born.
All right, John. What is your final take on the movie?
I'd give it a 7.
A 7? Okay. Recommend it again?
Yeah.
Recommend it to somebody?
People just make me pull my head.
I'd go an 8, and it's definitely a good watch. I'd definitely watch it again.
Got my eye on you too.
Well, I mean, for 10, I don't even know what a 10 movie would be for me.
Popeye gave it a 10.
Popeye gives it a 10.
Boondock Saints
Popeye
is
only seen
definitely a
half
10.
of it.
I
So.
don't think I've even.
Oh, that means he gives it a 20 then if you watch the whole thing.
Right. All right. Well, there you go. That's our review of Christine. And now we're going to go pick our next movie. But
Which we've
instead,
changed up a little bit.
yeah, we did change it up a little bit because I get bored with stuff. Instead of the big wheel of movies, we've got the board of movies. And now I'm going to post a question to all you guys out there in movie land, YouTube land, Facebook, wherever. Can anybody please tell me the movie that they are watching at the drive-in when they are in Christine and his girlfriend's choking on a hamburger, and what movie are they watching? Because I can't figure it out. And speaking of hamburger,
And I'll tell you what,
Oh.
with that and to that, if somebody can get us that information, I will personally make them up a Dim Wit shirt and send it to them.
one of these. Probably a little bit better, but
If somebody can give us the right answer, I will send them a Dim Wit shirt.
all right. And I neglected to mention this earlier, and I wanted to. I kind of got carried away with the whole storyline and everything. When we do movie reviews, we take turns making food for everybody to do it. And this time it was Randy's turn. And we're fat guys, and Randy did not disappoint. He made stuffed mushroom and Swiss burgers, and they were phenomenal.
You didn't even have
Probably,
to put nothing on them.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably one of the best burgers I have had in a very long time. And I mean, Randy is the Dom DeLuise of our group, so yeah. We'd like to thank you, Randy, for that. And,
No, not a problem.
And you may have just
Fat
landed
happy.
yourself as the personal chef of Dim Wit Movie Reviews.
Yeah, we can do that.
Hey, I'd take a shot.
You know,
at that
actually,
title.
one of these times we have to sit down, do a little live thing. I'll just bring the stove over and we'll cook it.
There you go.
We'll all sit here
sounds
while
good.
while I'm preparing
plate
it.
out.
Of course, we could always cook, taters over the fire.
Yeah, we can do potatoes
Yeah.
on the fire.
All right. We now need to go to the board and pick our next movie that we're going to review. Like I said before, we kind of switched it up. So, Randy, because you're 3 for 3, Last 3 times we've picked movies, it's always been Randy's. Randy is going to do the blowgun, or do you want a dart?
I'll do a dart.
You do a dart, I get you a dart. And we'll throw it at the board. So we're going to switch things around. Bear with us. Count to 3, Randy. 1, 2, 3.
I told you I'd miss.
Okay, I'm not going to count this time. You just throw it.
Just throw it like that. I missed again.
One more time, and then I'm going to do it.
All right.
About a bit.
Are you aiming? You ever play darts? Yeah, you have. You kicked my butt in darts.
I know, but
Come
for
on
some
now.
reason, this one's off weight.
Oh, okay.
Excuses, excuses.
Are you kidding me?
You want the blowgun instead?
I'll probably miss with it too.
All right, here, we'll give you the dart.
Pumpkinhead get there.
One
It's taking a lot
last,
longer than I thought.
one last shot.
And then John's going to throw. Hey, he got it. That didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Who'd it get?
Oh,
Dave?
Yeah, your confetti didn't pop out.
no.
So, what do we get for a movie this
Oh,
time?
sure, you shot me. Hold on, let's see. Anybody got a knife? There it goes.
You don't need them.
Evil Dead, old versus new.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Evil Dead. I like Evil Dead.
Good job.
There we go. Now the next one we're gonna do is the Evil Dead, the old versus the remake.
I like Evil Dead.
So, are we all good with that?
I'm good with it.
That's gonna be a good one. That's 2 movies we're gonna have to review at one time and compare them to each other.
Might have to make a part 1 and part 2.
We might have to have a couple cameras for this one because it may go a little long. Maybe not, you know. But hey, thanks for watching. And
I'd say the story of my life, but we all know I was lying.
oh yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you got anything? To say? Anybody got anything else to say in closing?
In closing, well, don't watch this video.
Okay. If it doesn't rain for us, see you guys next. Piss on it. We'll see you again.
John?
Stay safe, watch movies, have fun.
All right, we're
Anything
done.
to say?